Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya dan kawan-kawan saya mahu mempresent mini projek 2 ACD. Okey, di sini grup saya ada Muhammad Ashraf bin Kamaluddin, Muhammad Syamizat bin Nur Hisham, Muhammad Saifullah bin Rosman, saya, Muhammad Yunus bin Kawajar Muhyiddin. Okay, introduction. We are expected to supply system design, implementation and support for ADEX Corporation. As part of mini project 2, system design as a security precaution, we must create a secure and effective interface security system for employees to enter every department of the ADEX Corporation and avoid entering banned areas. For the system interface flow for process, here we have menu bar, command button, drop down menu, toggle button, scroll bar, chat box. So for the menu bar, user can select between home button and others to change their page. Command button, user can click this button to request. Online help also can display from facts. Drop-down menus, user can select one item from multiple choice list. Toggle button to represent on or off of the status of the dark mode. User can switch dark mode or light mode. And for scroll bar, user can scroll down and up to see other things. Chat box, user can select between yes or no answer to make confirmation. Input technology apply for interface. Biometry. These ultra-thin, low-power fingerprint sensors are simple to authenticate and include both recognition algorithm and additional instructions that allow the device to function. The algorithm utilized in a biometric system has a direct impact on its performance. From any angle, it can be utilized to make payments. Software that has already been installed. So we use biometric for easy to know to censor the fingerprint. Okay, use a keyboard. A keyboard is a piece of hardware that lets you type text into a computer or other electronic device. The user enters data into the system by typing on the keyboard, and the result are displayed on the meter. So we use the keyboard to input data, uh, to system. Okay, validation checks apply for input data interface. Validation of pattern matches. Its goal is to ensure that the data submitted complies with all formatting rules, including user validation. Using a pattern match checks, the email address is verified. ABC at example.com, for example, has the local component ABC and the domain name example.com. Validation of numbers. To determine whether the password entered is valid, numerical validation tests are used. As a result, the data must be accurate. A password should be at least 8 characters long and contain lowercase and capital letters, as well as a number in password of 7 to 16 characters. Only letters, numbers, and underscore are allowed, with the first one being the most difficult letter as a character. Thank you.
Suitable input, mask, and validation rules to reduce error. Firstly is data type check. Data type is to verify that the information entered is of the correct type. A field, for example, might only take numeric inputs. If this is the case, the system should reject any data that contains additional characters, such as letter or special symbols. Second, format check. Many data types have a predetermined format. Data columns in predefined formats such as year, month, date, or date, month, year. are a popular use case. Data validation that ensure dates and formatted correctly helps to preserve consistency across data and over time. Third, consistency check. A consistency check is a data type is a type of logical check that confirms the data being entered in logical consistent way. An example checking if the logical is after the program date. So this is the user system manual. You can this is a contact us page. We have menu, info, support, and about. Enter text. Here is our contacts. You need to put your full name, email, and command. Uh, step one is to user must click login or sign up if you don't have an account. Step 2, employee must enter username and password to log in. User also can click forgot password if forget password and keep login for later. So you need to put your username over here and your password and just click the login button. In the interface, we will show all about history login to our system. So you can see our history. Over here we have user, time and category on the history login.
Okay, that's for attach your project on FTD based on your defined FTD and rename project 1. Okay, for physical access control, access permission to ID manage to meet access limit. And then login, worker ID confirmation, manager ID confirmation. Attach system, enter pin number. If correct pin will allow. If wrong pin will be denied and try again. And then working attendance, scan ID card to attendance will be recorded. Finger recognition, scan fingerprint, match pattern allow access, wrong pattern will be denied. Okay, that's for unit testing for test case 1, process SS. That the case number, okay, process name, fingerprint and credentials reader, process description, compress the fingerprint to the data in the admin system if the fingerprints match, security is granted and the employee is given access to the data. User view type, output display, test by Muhammad Saifullah. Input, put the fingerprint that has not been matched to the credential reader. The entered fingerprint does not match any of the fingerprints in the system data aspect output. Actual output, the fingerprint does not match any of the fingerprint in the system data. Test result, pass, fail, pass. Next for integration testing for test case 2, process SSSS. Test case number TC2, testing type integration testing. Process name access control system. Process description only enable access to the control system features with an administrator ID that has previously been registered. User test by system administrator. Input the administrator's ID and password are entered by the user. Expected output only those with a valid and validated ID will be able to use the control server functions, and registered of incorrectly identified user will be denied access to the database. And actual output, only those with a valid and validated ID will be able to use the control server's function. Unregistered or incorrect identified user will be denied access to the database. Test result, pass.
For this question, state how do you plan to perform system changeover for this project. Explain the reason why you choose it. We will do parallel operations since it will be easier to verify that the new system is up and running. When each system serves a separate purpose, it also ineffectively. It also suggests that the new system will progressively replace the old system while both systems are in use at the same time. Scheduling, synchronization, multi-threading, inter-process communication, memory management, and fault tolerance are all operating system components that are required to enable parallel system, as well as the core idea that surround their functioning. Next question is select the suitable type of maintenance that you wish to perform and state the reason. Corrective maintenance will be utilized to identify and resolve any problem that arise inside the operational system. To avoid introducing new problem into the system, all maintenance process must be meticulously monitored before any modification are made. Benefit of this maintenance is reduced duration of planned and unplanned downtime, reduce cost and time of running reactive maintenance strategy, and reduce cost of maintenance operation or reduce emergency maintenance order. Conclusion. Finally, we hope that the ADAPT Office solution we create is beneficially and functional. We hope the ADAPT Office is pleased with and enthusiastic about this strategy, which will prevent irresponsible party from gaining access to the company personal data. Thank you for listening our presentation.